G'day everybody and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub. Hey, how are ya? Well, I've got a really good one for you today. It's my official review for 2025's Jurassic World Rebirth, which came out on July 2nd of this month. And boy, do I have a lot to say about this film. Is it good? Is it bad? How does it hold up against the other ones? All I can say is a big thank you to everyone new to my channel, everyone that has been commenting or just subscribing or even just leaving a comment and watching my videos. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And everyone returning and watching my videos, you know, I all love and appreciate you. So let me roll the introduction video and then let's see whether or not I really enjoyed Jurassic World Rebirth or not. Catch you soon. Alright everybody, I am back. So, me and my husband and mother-in-law and sister-in-law went and saw Jurassic World Rebirth the day after it got released. And honestly, we really all thoroughly enjoyed it. I particularly enjoyed it. It was fun. It got back to the feeling and emotions of what when you saw the original way back in 1993, like it just really had that same feeling like, oh my God, I'm excited. And not to mention the many callbacks in this film, which absolutely impressed me. You know, when dinosaurs ruled the earth, the fridge, all that sort of stuff. You know, and with the fridge, people will know what I'm talking about. It's one of those many callbacks in the Jurassic Park films that was just outstanding. As you know, this one is directed by Gareth Edwards and written by David Coep. And I honestly have to say, for a sequel, but also a standalone sequel to the last film, Jurassic World Dominion, I would have to say this one got back to its roots. It had action, it had action, it had horror, it had terrifying moments in it, but it also had a lot of heart to its story. It had a lot of meaning in its story as well, where we are as a society now, today, with so many people, you know, after the last couple of movies, everyone just doesn't care that much about dinosaur films anymore, Jurassic Park as a whole. But I love the way that this goes completely meta in some sort of ways where we are in society today, with no one really caring about dinosaurs as much. So it's like a dig, but also a meta take on the fact that people are getting sick of seeing dinosaurs as a whole, but also in the film, dinosaurs have just become that thing where people just want them to go extinct. They coexisting with humans now is sort of a, you know, 50-50 sort of thing. Society doesn't really care anymore whether they die or sort of thing. So I loved that meta take on it, but I also loved the other meta take is the fact that where big pharmaceutical companies don't really care about the smaller person, being us as a society, like its patrons and stuff that pay for medications, doctors and all of that. All the big pharmaceutical brands seem to care about is money, profit, and they'll pull the wool over anyone's eyes to get it. And it's just, it really does show you where we are in society today, which is spot on, where normal people like us rate on a scale when it comes to big pharmaceutical brands that, are pushing all this medical stuff, but you have to pay for it with a price tag. Like, literally, for a normal person to get this big pharmaceutical brand to, a revolutionary drug that can cure different sort of cancers, you've got to pay an astronomical amount of money to get it, while the pharmaceutical brands give it to the rich at a very, very cheap rate. So it shows where society is with it. And with Steven Spielberg being executive producer, I also feel like with his input, this film was outstanding. It really did harken back to the original. It really did. It took the time to weave out its characters as well. And let me just give you a little bit quick of the plot. We get, this one is set pretty much 17 years later as a whole. So it's set in 2027, but the first part of it, we see a flashback to 2010 with the incident on this island, where they were conducting secret experiments for Jurassic Park, obviously, but it was done in secret. This island was one that they were doing experimentation on mutant dinosaurs, and that was set in 2010, but it shows you that they were doing it in secret when the Jurassic World was coming about as well. So it's set during that time, but as a whole, it's also the fact that this island that it's set on is the third island. So there's Isla Nublar, Isla Sorna, and then there's the new island. I'm not even going to say what the name of it is. It's Isle St. Hubert. Yeah, Isle St. Hubert. And it's the island, it's the third island that's been kept secret, but they did all these secret experiments, and this is where all the most deadliest of them, and the ones that were too shocking to show in the original Jurassic Park, that's where they dumped them. So it weaves that whole concept of yet again evil corporations and all of that don't give a shit about messing with nature, really shouldn't have messed with nature. So again, it's another meta take on that, and the fact that survival instincts, you'll see in this film that these dinosaurs are much nastier, leaner. They've adapted to their climate here as such, rather than being out integrated into all the other human spaces like you'll see in the film. But these ones, the dinosaurs that are left have migrated to different areas where they thrive. The air is better, the climate is better, because coexisting with humans out in the open now is killing them, because the atmosphere is not right, the weather condition ain't right, so they're starting to die off. So we get to see that extinction level event sort of thing as well. Like, it's inevitable that they have to migrate to other places where it's more suited, and obviously the climate being this island particularly is because how should I put it? It's like it was millions and millions of years ago, and they're able to withstand those climates, so they can adapt to that climate, which is really, really fun. And it just amazes me how everything is interwoven into that. There's got heart to the story. We get to have deep, meaningful looks at some of the characters. Scarlett Johansson as Zora Bennett, who's a covert operative expert. She was amazing. Scarlett Johansson as Zora Bennett. I loved her in this. I thought she had a very human quality likeness to her as well. She starts off like, nah, you don't really, like, she's in it for the money, but then slowly her personality changes and she cares more about what they're doing to the environment, people in general, and she's starting to care more. Mahershala Ali as Duncan Kincaid, absolutely fabulous. One of Zora's longtime team leader friends. They did a covert operation together, so they've been friends for years. He was absolutely amazing as Duncan Kincaid. We've got Jonathan Bailey as Dr. Henry Loomis, who's a paleontologist that joins them on this island to get 3 samples of blood from 3 super dinosaurs: Titanosaurus, Mosasaurus, and Quetzalcoatlus. And these 3 super dinosaurs, as such, their blood is it has properties in them that could be life-saving for cancer treatments. Any patient that has any sort of disease, the pharmaceutical company wants to develop the cure that will save people from these deadly illnesses, and it will eradicate cancer in very, very ill patients and people that have been diagnosed with cancer and different diseases. So their blood will obviously save millions and millions of lives going forward in the medical field. So all I can say is a lot happens in this film. There's a lot of character development. There's a family that's involved as well that get involved in it. And they are... Oh, another Rupert Friend as Martin Krebs. He's the pharmaceutical representative for this new company. Then you got Manuel Garcia Rolfo as Ruben Delgado, Luna Blaze as Teresa Delgado, David Larcano as Xavier Dobbs, and Audrina Miranda as Isabella Delgado, Ed Skeen as Bobby Atwater, Betcha Sylvian as Leclerc, and Philippine Velgi as Nina. And they're all, those 3 that I just mentioned, Ed Skeen, Belcher, and Philippine, they're a part of Zora's team. And there's all this chaos that ensues on there. There's some mutant dinosaurs in this new ones. There's the Mutadon and the Distortus Rex. And the Distortus Rex is absolutely terrifying. I love the design of it. Very Star Wars inspired, but also a very Alien-esque inspired as well. Cross the 2 together. What do you get? Distortus Rex. It looks absolutely amazing. All I can say about this film is it gets things right. It moves the franchise in the right direction. It's not just all action, dinosaurs, eat, that sort of thing. There's action, then there's character development on top. You get to spend more time with, Scarlett Johansson, Zora Bennett, and Duncan, and Dr. Henry Loomis. You get to spend time with those characters, but you also get to spend time with the family that gets involved in this, because there's an accident that happens and Zora's team picks them up, and then all chaos breaks loose on this new island. And all I can say is it's not just all action all the way. It's very much plays out in the same sort of way the original Jurassic Park is. It's a lot of character development. There's a lot of scenes that draws out, backstories of some of these characters, while also having the dinosaur action and running, and there's horror elements to it as well. It gets back to the horror of the original Jurassic Park film, while also being, wowed by these dinosaurs. The new design for the Spinosaurus in this was absolutely incredible. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get to spend more time with the Spinosaurus and the Mosasaurus, because those scenes were absolutely amazing. The Distortus Rex was absolutely amazing, and the other new mutant dinosaur in it, Mutodons, a cross between a raptor and a pterosaur, were absolutely terrifying. They were really cool, integrated into this. Like, you should really shouldn't mess with nature at all. It really does harken back to the fact that you really shouldn't be messing with nature to begin with. It's unethical, it's just barbaric, and it really does play into all of that, even in today's society, the way everything is today, that you shouldn't mess with nature, it should just be left alone. And this is what this film really harkens back to, and it really does tell you, you shouldn't be messing with stuff like this, you shouldn't be interfering. And you know, the way the dinosaurs are integrated into all of that as well, it goes to show you, as in the film, but also as a whole, how people really perceive these creatures. As, you know, everyone was fascinated by them, you know, during the original Jurassic Park, leading up to all the, you know, the 3 original trilogy and then the Jurassic World trilogy, how everyone's perception of dinosaurs in the course of those films has gone from being, oh my god, we brought them back, they're so amazing, we want to go see them, to this one, Jurassic World Rebirth, being that people are pretty much sick of them and they want them to go extinct. They don't want them around anymore. It's too much of a hassle. They're interfering with, you know, roadworks, they're interfering with this, and it really does show that people don't give a shit when it comes to dinosaurs either getting sick and dying now. And it's the same with these pharmaceutical companies. They really don't care anymore, and it's just, they profit, and it really does play into everything that society as a whole is all about. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it. My only gripes that I have with this film is I think the family aspect of this, of any of these films, has been done to death. And the family that's incorporated into this was done really well. But I feel like some of it could have, this, excuse me, the story for them could have been incorporated in a much better fit for this film. And it really does say something that I feel like this film could have done without the whole family aspect of it, and, you know, put that aside and have no family aspect in it. You got a covert operation on this island, you know, you could have added a few different people and it would have worked fine without having that family aspect. But as a whole, the family introduced into this film were great. My only other gripe I have is I did not like Xavier Dobbs, which is Teresa's boyfriend. I thought he was absolutely useless in the film, although he has some comedy elements splashed in, and some of that is funny, but as a whole, I did not like him. I thought he was useless. And Teresa Delgado, who plays Ruben's eldest daughter, and that's Luna Blaze. Luna Blaze and David Lacano, they were both useless characters. And I'm sorry, but they were useless characters. I did not like them at all. I did not find them likable. They were very annoying in this film, extremely annoying, but that didn't stop me from enjoying this film. I just found them really annoying, like really annoying. Manuel Garcia Rolfo as Ruben Delgado was absolutely amazing, and let me just say, absolutely handsome to boot in this film. Oh my god, absolutely handsome. He was amazing on screen. And his little daughter, Isabella Delgado, she was fantastic. Any scenes that she's in, she's hilarious, she's fun, and she really did fit into this whole film really well. Like, it really does harken back to, you know, as a kid, she's terrified of these monsters. She doesn't want to see them anymore. She hates them, but at the same time, she comes to grow on being here because she meets a little dinosaur. It's an equolops that she dubs as the name Dolores. Absolutely cute interactions that they have, and a little bit of comedy elements there, and they were fantastic. So as a whole, this film was fantastic. Step in the right direction because, as I said, character development, action, horror elements, but also it sends a really big message today about where we are as people in today's society and how much people care about dinosaurs but don't care about dinosaurs at the same time. Like, I care about dinosaurs and stuff like that, but you know, as a whole, everyone else is kind of like, it's kind of like a meta take on the fact that everyone is over seeing, you know, after the last couple of Jurassic World films, everyone is kind of just sick of seeing dinosaurs. But this film has done incredibly well, and it's still over its 5-day 4th of July weekend. It's grossed over $300 million against $180 million budget so far. So this film has done incredibly well, and it's absolutely fantastic to see because this film is worth seeing. It, like I said, it really does harken back to the original. Everyone will enjoy it. Not everyone. I've seen so many people bashing on it as it is. There's other reviews out there that people like it, but other people don't, and that's their prerogative, I guess. That's fine. I'm just saying some of the reviews that I'm seeing, it's just, did you see the same film as I did? Because some of the comments that they make and some of the arguments is just like, wow, okay, you just didn't enjoy it because you just didn't enjoy it. Like, that's fine, I guess. But I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fantastic. What do I rate it out of 10? I am going to give it a 8.5 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. A step in the right direction for this franchise. I cannot wait to see what they do going forward. I would really love to see Scarlett Johansson return, Mahershala Ali return, Jonathan Bailey return as well, and I would love to see how they continue this story now going forward, because now that the Mutadons have been introduced and the Distortus Rex, or the new dubbed one, it's D-Rex, but it's called Distortus Rex. When you see that thing on screen, absolutely terrifying. I cannot wait to see where they go with the Distortus Rex going forward. Other than that, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I know this is a long one, but I really, really did enjoy this film, and I really, really implore people to not listen to all the movie critics out there that have dubbed this film absolutely horrible, useless, should never have been made, blah, 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 because movie critics today are just, they are really, really harsh and horrible with how they review films these days. All I can say is trust your gut instinct. Go and see the film for yourself, and you can make your mind up whether or not you liked it. Oh, excuse me. Whether you loved it or didn't. Oh, excuse me. Get a bit choked up. Oh my goodness. Other than that, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And I will see you with the next video very, very soon. Alright, guys. Cheers. Bye.